Next up in our series, breaking down the 13 feminine seduction archetypes, we need to talk about the Gamine. So let's get into it. You are a Gamine woman if out of the 7 main feminine archetypes, your primary archetype is the maiden, and you still need to have some lover energy present within you, but the lover is either your second main archetype or it's further down the list, but it's still active. The official definition of a Gamine is a young woman with a boyish or impish charm, and what makes the Gamine so special is she's playful and charming and endearing in a way that naturally lowers people's defenses. Audrey Hepburn is often credited as being a Gamine woman. Gamines manage to maintain their humor and their happiness and their positivity even as they mature into adulthood, and the way that they are naturally magnetic and charming is different from the ingenue, because with the ingenue the lover energy is more active, so they're charming in a more flirty way, but Gamines are more charming in a more wholesome, sort of like angelic way. Princess Diana was definitely a Gamine woman. Natalie Portman definitely gives Gamine energy, especially in a lot of the roles she played when she was a younger actress. I want to make a distinction between the Gamine and the coquette, which is a different feminine seduction archetype, and the actress Zooey Deschanel has actually played both of these types of women before. We have Jess from New Girl here, and we have Summer from 500 Days of Summer. Jess is a Gamine. She is bubbly and funny and charming and quirky and endearing. Summer is a coquette, really magnetic in the way that she's like a little bit hard to get. She's a little emotionally unavailable. She's very self-sufficient. And I think it's very interesting because both of these characters are often classified as manic pixie dream girls, which I would agree with. The Gamine is the more sweet and wholesome side of a manic pixie dream girl, where the coquette is a little bit more of the ephemeral, hard to pin down, hard to really grasp in your hands aspect of the manic pixie dream girl. The way that Gamine women are so magnetic to men specifically is the way that they elevate their mood, they lower men's defenses, they're playful, they're sincere, and they're sweet, just like Miss Jane Bennett. They're also effervescent and receptive and very light in their energy. Some negative sides to the Gamine, which we definitely see in Rachel Green early on in her storyline, is they can very much be maidens in distress. They're overly childlike, they're overly naive, they can't help themselves sometimes, they always need someone else to be taking care of them or showing them what to do. Just like Miss Daisy Buchanan from The Great Gatsby, sometimes Gamine women have a really hard time making their own decisions, and they can be overly compliant and overly childlike, and they can unfortunately get taken advantage of. Miss Brandy Norwood is another great example of the maiden and how maiden women are able to manifest things into their lives outside of romantic relationships is by tapping into that inner child that's actually expressed more externally for them. Tapping into that energy really helps them be open and receptive to any and all opportunities that come their way, and to embrace those opportunities with true excitement.